Hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Carlson and I am a holistic health coach, and I'm very passionate about helping you to live your best life. Last week, I did the first episode in the several segments I'm doing on childhood nutrition, and that was just laying the foundation of kind of basics of what we did from start to finish with our daughter so far. I mean, she's only 4, but from like little on. And so that was just kind of a basic overlook of everything. Today, I am going to dive in a little bit deeper and I'm going to talk about children's snacks and some simple meals and meal prep things that you can do for busy moms and dads that don't want to be in the kitchen all day and don't want to be making every snack for 15 minutes, because that's not feasible for everybody. And so we're going to talk a little bit about some things that have worked for my family, just to give you ideas. And obviously you got to do what's best for your family, but just some ideas that have helped me. There will be links down below to all the different products and things that I've talked about. So feel free to look at that and just hit the button to expand it down below so that you can see all the different stuff, so you don't feel like you have to remember it all. So as I kind of shared last week, we talked about how it's so important for children, I mean for all of us, but especially children, to have really great nutrient-dense food, because they're growing, they're learning, they're, trying to develop, and they need to have foods that are going to feed their brain for concentration at school, give them energy to run around, help their body grow, all of that. So I think it can be easy because, first of all, it can seem daunting, like, well, how do I make a healthy snack without being in the kitchen all day? Or how do I know what to get? And the first thing I want to say is it's always so important to look at ingredients in anything that you're buying, okay? And because nowadays, a lot of these companies, they know all the right buzzwords. And even on the front, it's like cauliflower chips or whatever. And you're like, ooh, that's great. Put it in the cart. But they sneak stuff in there if you look at the ingredients. And a lot of times what they put in there that I have a problem with are oils that are not so great for you, like sunflower oil, safflower oil, vegetable oil. And those you do not want. And so I'll pick up something like, oh, that looks great. And I get to that part, I'm like, ugh. Or they'll sneak cane sugar in there in different things where it doesn't even need to be. So you always want to look at your ingredients. And if you're saying to me, well, what oils am I looking for? Your best oils: olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil. And nowadays there are brands that are putting those oils in as their oil for their packaged food. And so that is something that is very important. And of course, like I said, the sugar, they sneak that cane sugar in there all the time. So look for that because it doesn't have to be in there. And so, okay. And so one thing I do love for my daughter, that on the topic of coconut oil, is plantain chips. And the ones that I get for her are literally dried plantains, coconut oil, and sea salt. And you have to look, because there are other flavors of it that, if you turn over the bag, have other stuff in there, like oils and sugar and things that I'm like, what? But this particular one, those are the only ingredients. So I find that to be a great on-the-go snack for her. If I'm running out, or she's, needs something for school, for the morning snack that will keep, that is a very simple thing, that you can just boom. And I actually heard that Costco even now sells some of those plantain chips with the coconut oil. So that's a thought too, because I know that's a more cost-effective place to get something like that, because they can be pricier at Whole Foods. And my daughter, of course, has a lot of food allergies, so I usually am like, this is something she can have. But, it's very simple too to just do like nutrient dense, like cut up a pepper. That is so high in vitamin C. So good this time of year when you're trying to keep your kiddos healthy. And buy some hummus. Or hummus is actually very simple to make on your own. But if you're buying it, you need to look, because again, a lot of times they throw in that canola oil or vegetable oil or safflower oil. So really look. And like I said, that's something that actually you can make pretty quickly at home and have it for the whole week. and you wouldn't be in the kitchen all that long, and you could pull it out and like dip any veggie in there. Carrots, peppers, pea pods, like whatever. And I find that to be fun because kids like to dip things. So that's a fun way to like get really good veggies into their body, but make it fun. Also, we love these like little oranges. These are great because they're super, super high in vitamin C and great for us. And that's super simple little snack that you could put out for your kiddo. And even like get some plain coconut yogurt. And once again, look at the ingredients because a lot of them add sugar. So it's better almost to just get some like plain yogurt, coconut yogurt, add some little bit of raw honey and some fruit in there. That's another way, and you could even add some of the oranges. That would taste awesome. That's another way to just get some good nutrients in your kid. And if you're on the go and you're like, oh, what do I do? So obviously you can always cut up fruits or vegetables, have some kind of a little like nut butter. My daughter has nut allergies, so we do sun butter. But if you don't, peanut butter, almond butter, great, dip your fruit. Awesome way to, get nutrients into them, make it fun. That's something that you could take with you simply, or do like little ants on a log. That's literally celery, some kind of nut butter, sunflower butter, little raisins, put it in a baggie. Those are all really great things that you can take with your kid if you're going somewhere and you need a snack that will keep them full. If you're looking for like a more proteinish type of snack, I really like these. Now, let me just start with this. Not all beef sticks are created equal, okay? A lot of them have regular cane sugar and sodium nitrate and things in them that you do not want. This particular brand, Epic, is one of my favorites. And you can actually, I've even seen this at Walmart. And a lot of times they throw this majorly on sale there. So look for that because they have it a lot of places. This one is great because it's 100% grass-fed Wagyu beef. So there's no sodium nitrates or anything else in this one. And then it's honey, sea salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. So this is a great, like, pull it out, boom. Because I know it can seem easier to do like all the carby, veggie straws and goldfish and all that. But those are kind of empty carbs that don't have any nutrients in them. And they're not going to keep them full. And so you want to just get some great nutrients into your kids. And like I said, if you're looking for like a chip type of thing, I love those plantain chips for that reason. And they feel like they're getting a crunchy, Mary's Gone crackers are another one of my favorites. They're full of different nuts and seeds. And you could make little sandwiches with like a peanut butter or nut butter, sunflower butter, and put them in a baggie. And that would keep them full. And that's a better carb for them to have than just like veggie straws, if that makes sense. So those are some simple things that we do as a family. Like just if you're on the go, you don't want to spend a lot of time. Now, if you do, obviously there's a lot of stuff that you can, make at home that takes a little more time. Even smoothies. Those are something you can make pretty quickly. You can sneak those veggies in there, get that spinach in there, and they don't even know it. Add some greens powder, and they're not even going to know that it's in there. And that's a great way to sneak it in if you have a pickier eater. I have even found sneaking my daughter loves peppers, but if you didn't, sneaking some peppers and different things like that into eggs in the morning, anything like that you can get into your kids' diet. And if you do want to spend a little more time in the kitchen, Against All Grain, that's a cookbook by Danielle Walker. She has incredible recipes for grain-free muffins. We love making them. And sometimes it takes a little longer than these kinds of things, but we usually make them and have them for the whole week. So if you don't mind spending a little bit of time, one day you'll have them for the whole week, and we love, those are great things that we'll take along with us. So those are kind of my thoughts on snacks, because I know as a mom, snacks are everything because kids are constantly asking for snacks. At least my daughter is. When is snack time? I'm like, we just had breakfast, but she's ready for snacks. So those are some of my like go-to things. And like I said, if you have a little time, like on a Sunday afternoon, it's a great time to kind of prep for the week and make some stuff like that, like muffins, and have them. So I hope those were some helpful tips for you guys. Those are things that have worked really well for us, and sometimes it's just nice to hear somebody else's thoughts and stuff, because sometimes I can get in that snack rut too. So if you have any more questions about that or need more ideas or anything, feel free to DM me on my Instagram or leave a comment below on my YouTube. So next time, I am going to dive into meals and how to meal prep, how to have some great, simple, nutritious meals for your family without having to be in the kitchen all day or every day, because I know that I don't want to be in the kitchen all day, every day. So it's nice to like prep ahead of time and just kind of be able to use those things throughout the week so I'm not always in the kitchen. So that is coming next time. So again, I thank you guys so much for your support, and I look forward to connecting with each of you, and I hope you have a great day.